Things I wish I knew before turning a side hustle into a real business. Welcome to our Speedy Scoop story. Have you ever started something small, like a side hustle, and then one day you wake up and realize, oh my gosh, this isn't a hobby anymore. This is a real business, and people are depending on me to show up. If you're in that stage right now, where you're juggling kids, school, schedule, and trying to sound way more put together than you actually feel, this video is for you. Because today I'm sharing everything I wish I knew before turning our side hustle into a full-blown business. Hey, I'm Kathy, and I'm one of the owners of Speedy Scoop, a pet waste removal business we started here in Indiana. What began as a very small, very scrappy idea turned into a legitimate company with systems, clients, employees, and a whole lot of lessons I did not see coming. Let me take you back to the very beginning, 6 years ago. We were only working 2 days, but acting like a 5-day operation. This was because I was still homeschooling and had a 1 and 3-year-old and had to work around their naps, co-ops, and activities. You don't have to work full-time to look professional, but you do have to think full-time. In the beginning, I only worked 2 days a week. But here's the thing. I answered all of our emails, texts, and calls like I worked 5 days a week. I never said, oh, sorry, Mrs. Jones, I only do this on Tuesday and Thursday. No. I acted like a real company before we felt like one. I would just tell them that the days I was not available were full, and I have openings on the days I was available. That mindset shift alone changed how people treated us. The mom reality is figuring out the babysitters and what I'm sacrificing. I was figuring out childcare because I still had 2 younger kids that needed sitters, so I could go out scooping with my 7-year-old who wanted to start this business in the first place. There was even one time I had to bring all my kids scooping with me for a handful of houses. That is something people don't talk about enough. The logistics, the early days, the guilt, the juggling. And then there was my 7-year-old son, the one who actually wanted to start this business in the first place. I said yes to his idea, and that yes changed everything for our family. Then came a moment I will never forget. The state of Indiana contacted us and said, we just got an anonymous phone call notifying us that you have an underage child working. Your son can't be scooping or seen on any of these properties. He's under 14, the legal working age. We were told we had to shut that part down immediately. I said, I am physically with my son, and he's never dropped off. What do you do about all these other kids who are under 14 that are babysitting, raking leaves, shoveling snow? And they never had a good answer for me. They just wanted us to shut down that day. To this day, I have no idea who called them. It could have been another competitor. It could have been a jealous person. But whoever it was just took an amazing opportunity away from my 7-year-old son that was learning communication, organization, and just genuine solid work ethic. And this mama bear was not having it. But I found a loophole. I said, okay, if we take my 7-year-old off of any marketing or pictures and name, and my husband and I run it ourselves, is that okay? And the state of Indiana said yes. With that, my mission was clear, and that put a fire in my soul that has kept us growing exponentially for years. And I had to sit my 7-year-old son down and tell him, you can't physically come scoop with me anymore. And that was the most heartbreaking thing to tell him. We had a lot of fun together, meeting the dogs, meeting the clients, talking to them, and growing these wonderful relationships, and then going to get ice cream afterward. He was only gone for maybe 2 to 3 hours, and it was a perfect schedule for him after he had homeschooled in the morning. But here's what we told him next, and this matters. We told him, Mom and Dad are going to take this over for you. He didn't lose the business. He got to watch it grow from behind the scenes. And our clients rallied and everything changed. We emailed our clients and explained everything that happened and the situation. We told them, you're no longer going to be hiring a 7-year-old anymore. You're going to be hiring us. Would you still like to continue services? And they all said, absolutely yes. What happened next shocked us. Our clients were furious, not at us, but at the state and the situation. They told their friends, they told their family, and they rallied around us, and our business doubled with all of their referrals. That was the moment I realized when you take care of people, they take care of you. That growth forced us to level up fast. We went from paper and pen, cash, and PayPal, we'll figure it out as we go, to a legitimate CRM, a customer relation management system, a routing system, a communication system, credit card on file, real expectations and boundaries in terms of services, and yes, we started working 5 days a week fast because the business demanded it. Here's something no one warned you about. The hardest part isn't starting. It's becoming the person your business needs you to be next and pivoting quickly. We had to think ahead, protect our family, serve clients better, stop treating it like extra money, and start treating it like a responsibility. We prayed through these decisions. We leaned into faith, and we focused on our customer service. We built trust, and slowly it worked. If you're watching this and you're in the messy middle, and you're working a side hustle around nap times, school schedules, or another job, I want you to hear this. You're not behind, you're building. You don't have to do everything at once perfectly, but you do have to take it seriously before it feels serious. If this story helped you, encouraged you, or made you feel less alone, if this resonated, please share it with a friend who needs it and watch this next video. Keep shining, darling. The world needs more of your light.